The Israelites and Philistines faced off in a great battle. For 40 days, Goliath, the champion of the Philistines, taunted the Israelites, challenging anyone to fight him. The Israelites were filled with fear, for Goliath was a giant, standing over 6 cubits and a span tall. David was the youngest of 8 brothers, a humble shepherd who spent his days tending sheep and playing his harp. His heart was full of faith in God, and he was often overlooked by his family. One day, Jesse, David's father, sent him to the battlefield to bring food to his brothers and check on their well-being. David set out eagerly, not knowing the great task that awaited him. When David arrived, he heard Goliath's taunts and saw the fear in the Israelites' eyes. "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine who defies the armies of the living God?" he asked boldly. Despite his youth and inexperience, David told King Saul, "I will fight this Philistine." Saul doubted him, but David recounted how God had delivered him from lions and bears while protecting his sheep. Saul offered David his armor, but David refused. "I cannot fight in these," he said, "for I am not used to them." Instead, he took his sling and 5 smooth stones from a nearby stream. As David approached the battlefield, Goliath laughed. "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?" he roared. But David stood firm, declaring, "I come to you in the name of the Lord Almighty." David took a stone, placed it in his sling, and ran toward Goliath. With a swift motion, he released the stone, trusting God to guide it. The stone struck Goliath's forehead, and he fell to the ground with a mighty crash. The Philistines were stunned, and the Israelites cheered in triumph. David ran to Goliath, took his sword, drew it out of the sheath, and killed him to ensure the victory. The Philistine army fled in terror, pursued by the Israelites. David's victory was celebrated throughout Israel. The young shepherd had defeated a giant, proving that with God, all things are possible. David's story reminds us that no challenge is too great when we trust in God. It is not by strength or skill, but by faith that true victories are won. In Jesus' mighty name, amen.